For some reason, I don't love Zombie Island like all Scooby-Doo fans do. It's always bothered me seeing how Zombie Island is the one Scooby-Doo movie that's a given to have at the top of a best Scooby-Doo movies list. I've rewatched it thinking that my opinion on it would go up, but it hasn't. I still enjoy the movie, but it's not at all one of my favorites. I decided to make this video as a way of trying to figure out why Zombie Island feels so overrated to me. Let's break it down. I didn't watch the movie for the first time until about a year ago. As a kid, I had all of these Scooby-Doo books, some of which were based off of actual movies. One of these books was Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This book was essentially a summarized version of the story of Zombie Island, so while all of the twists and turns were spoiled for me, I wasn't as immersed as I would have been if I had seen the movie. Because of this, I don't have the nostalgia for this movie that many Scooby-Doo fans have. This backstory isn't an excuse for why I don't love Zombie Island, though, as I also had the Witch's Ghost and Alien Invaders books, and those are still some of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies.
Another scary night, another spooky fright, and we just might be in danger.
The big draw towards Zombie Island when it came out was that the movie contained real monsters. While previous Scooby-Doo movies and episodes did feature real ghosts, they weren't taken too seriously.
I am Count Dracula, and I have brought you, Shaggy, to Transylvania to drive the werewolf car in the monster road race.
I've never understood why so many people focus on the real monsters in Zombie Island. Even when the monsters are fake, the gang is put in real danger. Regardless whether the monsters are real or not, the Scooby-Doo crew is being put in real, often life-threatening danger in the mysteries they solve. They always end up fine though because it's Scooby-Doo and no one has to worry about any of them getting hurt. The real reason why Zombie Island feels so much scarier to so many people isn't because the monsters are real, but because of the darker tone that the mystery has. More on that later though.
The ghost is here and it's always a fake. The ghost is here, there's no reason to shake. The ghost is here, oh, give us a break, it's fake.
My biggest issue with Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is one that I think is a genuine flaw. I'm sure it doesn't bother most people because they're used to seeing it in Scooby-Doo media, but the mixed tone of Zombie Island does bother me. You see a mixed tone in pretty much everything in Scooby-Doo. The terrifying creatures that chase the gang are mixed with the goofy mishaps of Shaggy and Scooby, and a bit of the rest of the gang too. The difference here is that Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is the darkest of all Scooby-Doo movies, and I don't find the comedic portions very funny. While some of it does have to do with the writing, why are there so many repeated pepper jokes, a lot of it has to do with the voice performances. Scott Innes and Billy West don't provide bad performances, but to me they don't bring the humor that Don Messick and Casey Kasem did. This is something that prevents the darker parts of the movie from working as well for me. I think you could summarize this type of complaint in that I don't feel like this is a movie that I can watch to relax and have fun with the Scooby-Doo movie, because of how dark it is. But it also isn't one that I can watch for the darker tone, because I'm not as invested as I would be with maybe some of the other darker Scooby-Doo movies.
And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night.
But yes, no matter what I think, Zombie Island is a classic Scooby-Doo movie. It's the darkest the series has ever gotten, and played a large role in bringing back Scooby-Doo to a new generation. For that, I will always be grateful that it exists. It does do a lot of things right, but I still believe that it's overrated. When it comes to Scooby-Doo movies, all anyone wants to talk about is Zombie Island and its cohort of late 90s, early 2000s movies, including the live-action ones. If you get anything out of this video, I think that it's important to appreciate all Scooby-Doo movies. We all have our preferences, and I think it's time to talk about some of the other Scooby-Doo movies and give them the credit they deserve. Thank you for watching.